Mm, absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, we're going to be seeing it now, Andres versus Bloom4eva, Bayonetta versus Terry. This is the time that we're going to be seeing some incredibly high-level gameplay. If you didn't think that was nutty before, it's going to get insane now. Hollow Bastion for game number 1. Rosa, talk us through the first half of this game, or just a little bit.
So, Bayonetta versus Terry. This is going to be a matchup that is decided a lot by, hang on a minute, the juggles. I was going to say, keeping Terry in the air. We saw Space doing a really, really good job of that earlier in this block. However, look, 100% on AndresFn already. But of course, Bayonetta is one of those characters that does all the damage in the world. It's very easy to find those 100% when you know those combos. However, Terry is the one with all the kill power. And it's going to be a test for Bloom to see, can he keep up with AndresFn? And the answer so far is a resounding yes.
Absolutely, and just taking it almost very, very quickly there. Bloom able to make it out of the way. They're just not gonna get killed. They're gonna go for the witch twist there. Beautiful stuff, getting a nice combo. Gonna go once again. Gonna try and take Andres off the top. Potentially gets the up air. Nice stuff into the nair. Huge coming out from Bloom4eva right now. Here we go, just gonna try and keep Andres at bay. Not really gonna let him land all too much. And every single time Andres lands, Bloom is all ready to capitalize straight off. Here we go, witch twist once again. Gonna wait a little bit to go again. Once it afterburner kick and huge stuff. Witch time. Hello. Into the back end. Bloom not letting Andres breathe at all there, Rosa.
Bloom said, I'm on my way to watch the throne. See you later, Europe. I'm out.
I'm out.
This is it. I mean, this is peak Bloom. It has been, you know, Bloom's had some shaky results when it comes to, like, coming over to Europe over the last few months. Terra was pretty good, but of course, losing to Gluttony there, that's something that, you know, Bloom has gotten quite used to winning against Gluttony over the past few months. But, I mean, this is full power Bloom. Look at him go. This is a Bloom that you don't want to mess with, and that is clocking in to go to work.
Absolutely, and it's definitely time to go to work for sure. Went into the BMS office, clocked in, and was like, it's time for me to make the 9 to 5 shift today for sure. Andres, however, responding to that and going, no, not going to happen. They're going to take that very first stock off of Bloom, taking first blood for Bloom. And then, you know, it's nice, but obviously kind of difficult because every single time Andres is about to get started, witch twist, just stopping anything that you're able to do, that's putting you in a very uncomfortable situation right now there. Gonna look for it again, gets the upbeat, looking to afterburner kick. No one was home once again, gets the nair. Andres just struggling to land every single time as well. Looking for witch twist, not checking the watch correctly though. Not able to find that, tries to look for the power geyser, but was home again. Big tech coming up from Bloom. Gonna try and set something up here. No one was on with 172%. One more big hit will definitely do it there, Rosa.
This is big, because even though this is, oh, okay, yeah, that jab's going to certainly do it, be the end of game 1. But one of the things, again, about Terry that we talked about earlier in the block is the comeback potential. But it doesn't matter if you're at low percent 2 stock and Terry's at like 160. At that point, any one of even Bayonetta's stray hits is going to start to kill you. So if we see dominance like that, like the way that Bloom is keeping Andres in the air, the way that Bloom is keeping Andres off stage and getting rid of those resources from Terry, like if we just keep seeing that, then this is going to be very, very dominant unless Andres finds an answer.
Absolutely. And again, it's such a weird thing to deal with because when you're playing a character like Terry, or Ken even, hell, any of the FGC characters who feel quite linear in terms of their movements, who might not have a lot of air mobility, essentially 99% of the time, it's kind of hard to go ahead and land against a character that can always just scoop you up at any given moment, quite literally like someone like Bayonetta. And we're going back to Hollow Bastion here, Rosa.
So when Andres beat Bloom in a Game 5 set at Shonen War 2, it was Ken. So maybe Andres is just feeling like maybe the Ken pick is just something that they're a little bit more comfortable with here. But, I mean, a weaker character probably overall. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable with, if you think it's going to work, and if you think you've got the surprises with Ken compared to Terry.
For sure, for sure. And again, it's just, are you more comfortable is the question. You can see now they're trying to look for focus, and it seems like Andres is getting a lot more damage off, especially in this game. Again, once more, Bloom4eva going to go ahead and just capitalize off of any sort of weaknesses that Andres may have here. Andres looking for a potential combo, but no one was able to, no one was home. He's not able to find it. They gets the Hadouken in. Going to look for the car cancel focus, but again, it's just trying to play super carefully against somebody that can really move in the air. Andres is going to like try to basically pick out the best opportunity to basically just strike, essentially. And that's just the game plan here, I think.
Absolutely. You see a lot of run shield right now from Andres. Oh my goodness me, and in the corner, just going for the Shoryuken to catch that jump. I had a whole analytical point planned, but we're going to get it if Andres is making these incredible plays. One thing I think we've already seen is that we've not seen Bloom4eva be able to get as many edge guards because Andres is simply not being off stage at all.
Absolutely.
And the reverse seems to be true now with this ledge trap.
Again,
just taking the stop. Shoe equals on the other foot right now.
Absolutely. Down tilt comes out, gonna try and look for that little jab combo there in the air. No tech there. Bloom gonna take that first stock off of Andres there. But I mean, after the first two stocks that we've just seen, Andres was looking very comfortable with Ken in this matchup. We definitely saw that earlier on there, looking for that one hit to potentially change everything around. Now Bloom moving around the shield, trying to find something, deciding to go off stage, in fact, just to give himself a little bit more space to kind of just deal with basically just how Ken's aggression works. That focus comes out, gonna get a couple of hits in. Beautiful stuff. Nice use of the spot to just get out of the way there. Big stuff. Nice movement from Bloom once again, utilizing that air dodge, or just keeping himself out of the way, not just putting himself in harm's way there once more. Beautiful. And they're just going to go ahead and catch the landing once again. These up Bs are really working wonders right now, Rosa.
They certainly are. And I think Bloom's doing a very good job right now of keeping the kind of momentum even, at least a little bit. This ledge trap might seal the deal, you never know, but there's a lot of damage coming through. It's not a complete wash anymore, and that up tilt into the forward air, could we see an edge guard here potentially? But we need to see those edge guards come out from Bloom, because whilst they were incredible against the Terry, this Ken is getting back to stage a lot more consistently, and whilst that back air is doing it, you need to be afraid of a Ken when you're at 91%, because one down tilt is death.
I also think one big thing that we are seeing here is that obviously ever since Ken manages to make back to stage, Andres just feels very comfortable in neutral, let alone in advantage a lot of the time, and that's something that Bloom didn't allow Andres to do when he was playing Terry against a character that wasn't very good at landing, or let alone just getting a lot of his stuff off there. Beautiful DP, by the way. What a way to go ahead and get that game in. Andres gonna go ahead and make it 1-1. But again, it's just that sort of comfortability feeling against a character like Bayonetta, who is really agile, who is really good in the air. The question is just how do you deal with that? You have to play it quite calm, you have to play it quite cool, you have to just try and play around it, basically try to hold on to neutral as best as you can. And it seems like Andres is really doing an amazing job doing it as Ken instead of Terry, and it really seems to work out quite nicely, because when you're playing Terry, you have to focus a lot of the time on just basically pedal to the metal, going at 100 miles per hour, basically.
Yeah, Terry, I guess the one thing that Terry lacks is maybe the kind of passive play that Ken can do in terms of Hadouken. But at the same time, like, I don't understand what Bloom doesn't understand, if that makes sense. You know, Ken and Terry are very similar characters in a lot of ways. And especially when it comes to, linear disadvantage, it's Terry that actually has more options. But the one thing that needs to get cleaned up from Bloom are these edge guards, are these ledge traps, and these advantage states just need to be better if Bloom wants to see the winner's side of top 8.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, advantage state, Rosa going straight off the stage on the right side there. Check your clock, it's witch time, but no one was home there. Not able to find any piece of damage at all there. Bloom4eva, however, doing a really good job of holding on to advantage, but also just putting a ton of pressure on Andres right now.
And it's funny, the shoe is back on the other foot. Andre took the shoes back. You wouldn't be able to tell because Ken's not wearing any, but like Bloom is like, give me them. Those are my hugs right now. Literally. I'm going to be the one in the driver's seat the whole time. I'm picking where we're going. And, like, Ken is off stage again. Are we going to see a witch time? No, Andres goes high, which is very smart. But one of the things that Bloom absolutely loves to do is you think you've gotten back on stage safely, but that afterburner kick in the air, just catching all of the grounded options you could possibly pick from Bloom is just incredible.
ABK is such a scary thing to deal with as well, especially when you're off stage against a character like Bayonetta, or it's like you just try to make it back to stage, but if ABK hits you at the wrong part, you could really find yourself in a situation where you don't expect the tech and you have to tech it and you just miss it anyway. But also one thing that I really wanted to point out is we're seeing a lot of the clashes between ABK as well as also Focus as well. We're seeing a lot of that time where, you know, Bloom is sort of reacting to it in a very nice manner, giving himself some really good space as well from that too. Afterburner kicks, huge stuff from Bloom, once again sitting at 176 right now here in a very good spot. And there it is once again. Every single time ABK comes out, you're just kind of giving yourself a little bit of space to stay away from Ken, because we've seen it before many a time. Whenever you get started off of that proxy punch, you can really start to build some more damage. Beautiful Nair gonna follow and try and meet Andres in the middle, but Andres managing to make it back to stage, rolling back out of harm's way, sitting at 208%, and it is looking really, really dangerous right now for the Spanish player.
You know, they always clip the good advantage states from people. They always clip the hype combos. What they never clip is the great disadvantage. And that is what you're seeing with AndresFn right now. Being able to get back to stage, 222% right now. This is the mark of a top player. The down throw is going to eventually take it. But honestly, there were so many points in that stock where AndresFn could have just completely lost it, died like even 70% earlier, but didn't. And now this game is even closer because at 86%, you already know that Ken is looking for that Shoryuken.
Absolutely, and that Shoryuken is definitely, you know, a last-minute result for sure, but and that also does quite a lot of damage too for sure there. Beautiful parry coming out from Bloom. Gonna follow it up there with the up tilt, gets the back throw. Big stuff, gonna go off stage once again, gonna try and take him off stage completely there. Huge down air conversion, not something that you ever see a lot of the time there. What a way to go ahead and just shut the door in the face of Andres. I really did believe they'd make it back to stage, but I guess not.
I didn't know Bloom was so generous giving to charity like that. I mean, you would have thought the second game, you know, like,
oh my God.
You know, I actually lost that game, but then he just comes swinging back around, you know, like it's just Bloom4eva, maximum speed. We're crushing it in the game 3 here again. But no, Andres, the Ken is doing bits. Let's not deny that. However, we need to see a little bit more of an answer because Bloom has tightened up on those advantage states. He must do the same.
For sure. And I feel like obviously when you play a game pretty much as comfortably against a character like Terry, you're like, oh, okay, cool. I feel really good. I'm in the driver's seat. But the moment it switches, when Andres brought out the Ken, Bloom felt really uncomfortable, and you saw that, especially in that last game. But then a little bit changed after a while there, and Bloom was able to sort of adapt really nicely there. And as we saw, I mean, adaptation is a pretty generous word after what we saw earlier on. But here we go now. Andres looking really good with these focus cancels right now. Going to try and find a way to get in close. Look for this damage. Gets the Hadouken in after a couple light kicks there. Not able to find it. Beautiful DP. Huge stuff coming out from Andres. And you're going to take that very first stock in explosive fashion here, Rosa.
Fantastic. That scramble situation for AndresFn was brilliant, and you know, taking the stock there, it's those moments that are actually the really difficult bits in Smash. Playing at that close quarters is incredibly difficult, but AndresFn finding the kills, shielding the up smash, incredibly good, and once again at 166, avoiding the kills.
Yeah, absolutely. Back air coming out there from Bloom4eva. Andres looking to potentially try and, you know, make this basically his game and try and edge it out to game number 5 potentially. We're here on FD as well, so, you know, not many platforms to work with here for Bloom, but nonetheless, though, hasn't really stopped him all too much right now. Comes out with a couple more cancels there once again, gets the up B, coming back to stage, looking for a down smash potentially. Don't know if that was a little bit too preemptive there, coming out from Andres, but it could potentially cost you there. Beautiful stuff coming out from Bloom, just dancing around in the air. It's a sight to behold for sure.
The thing is, I love these early up Bs from Andres. They are getting him out of a lot of tight spots. But then just when you think he's out, he's doing those afterburner kicks again. Bloom is straight back in the driver's seat, and that is just incredible. But I say that, of course, and yeah, it gets the down tilt caught on the... Look, I want to gas up both players. They are both incredible. And now this game has started to turn into a lot of a back and forth. I can't even stop speaking without these stocks being taken.
Absolutely, and that's the very dangerous part about all of this. Top 8 is within Bloom's reach right now. He can feel it. So can Andres. literally a game away from basically making this game number 5 and having just, you know, a step closer to potentially making it there. But we speak about this like it's their final lifeline, Russell. But remember, there is losers. But who cares when you have 2 lifelines to work with via winner's side right now? And it seems like Bloom really wants it just as much as the next person.
Hey man, there's more lifelines than who wants to be a millionaire, but it's okay, because, you know, nobody wants to use them, and that's one of the great things about competition. But oh my goodness, this is huge for Andres. With bats within, getting Bloom out of that combo, that was pretty huge. I think a lot of other characters would have died there, but a kick there, incredibly good. Bayo getting back into the center. Look at these two. Even percent, yes, but kill potential? Oh, no, no, no.
Oh my god, this is where things are really going to start to get dangerous. They're back air coming out from Bloom. Huge stuff. Going to try and basically shoot him out the air like Duck Hunt for sure. 2 afterburner kicks. Not going to follow up on it. Smart stuff from Bloom. Just kind of spacing it out ever so slightly there. Forward throw comes out. Going to get the witch twist in once again. Looking to potentially put Andres in an uncomfortable situation. What a tech from Bloom4eva. Still surviving. Both players dancing around the left side of the stage, but the punch will probably do it, and Bloom moves on into top 8. What an incredible set. Unfortunately, Andre is not going to be able to get that game 5. Now still has an opportunity to make it through towards that loser's side. Congratulations to Bloom for making it to top 8 winners side of Tech Republic 7.